All 5 of them, 4 puppies and mama, will curl up in this little bed. It is the cutest thing ever. Something you don't see every day. Our neighbor behind us decided to burn his entire house down. So it is April 17th, and I honestly haven't read anything in the past probably 3 days. Stress, anxiety, etc., seems to be keeping me from wanting to open a book. My time can be put towards, being productive or focusing on other things. I do have a litter of puppies that are almost 9.5 weeks old now, and it's been kind of stressful trying to get these puppies to their new homes. And I swear I've spent most of my time, being on social media, trying to get in contact with all of these people to make things happen. And not only that, I also have other things that I've been working on, being productive, but just not finding time to read. At night usually is when I can get a few chapters done, or like first thing in the morning I will lay in bed and read a little bit. Haven't been able to do that. The moment I get to bed, it's like I put ASMR in my head and drift off to La La Land. When I wake up, I immediately have to let out the dogs and start my day. There really isn't a whole lot of time for me to just like sit down and read. And I am attempting to make better content for my YouTube channel. So I've been just putting my energy into other stuff. I do want to read. I keep glancing at my books, and I check Goodreads every so often to see what people are loving. And I know that there are releases coming out, but I haven't had a chance. I'm about to start a workout right now, and I might attempt to listen to an audiobook. Maybe that will help. Again, it's the focus thing, and usually can only read like domestic thrillers, horror, things like that on audiobook. I just can't do fantasy on audiobook to save my life. That's what I love to read the most. Well, I did start at the beginning of the month, Luminous Dead. I am about a quarter of the way through on the audiobook. Been enjoying it so far. I don't know, I kind of feel like the protagonist is just very whiny, in my opinion. She just loves to whine and complain and gripe. I'm usually like, oh my god, just do the job. Like, you want the money, do it. I will most likely push on. It is a loan through Libby, so I need to finish it. I have a few days left before it expires. I'll update you guys later on that. All right, check you guys out in the next clip. All right, so dropped the pups off. Very, very bittersweet. It has been very hard for me not to cry. As you can see, I've got an empty kennel right there. I have been thoroughly enjoying this new audiobook. Not thoroughly, I shouldn't be saying thoroughly, because it's okay. It's getting me, it got me through my drive. It's The Devil of Nanking. I'll talk more about it. I am enjoying it. It's a pretty good book. It kind of drags on a little bit, and from reviews that I've seen, people rave about it, and they say it's disturbing and it's shocking, and it's, it really hits you. I'm not seeing that. I'm gonna finish it because I hear that the ending, like, it makes it worth it. 60% of the way through. At this point, I just want to freaking finish it. The main character is like, not detestable, but it's just kind of like, she acts so incredibly naive, but she can, she knows how to speak Chinese or Japanese so well, and has a college education, and seems like a very smart girl, or what. Maybe she doesn't have a college education. I might be remembering the book wrong. Again, it just drags on, and there are times where I'm just kind of like hearing it in the background, and then every once in a while I'll hear pubic hair, and then I'll be like, whoa, what's going on? And then it'll drag on and on and on and on and on, and then I'll hear panties, and I'll be like, okay, what's going on? And then it'll drag on and on and on and on, and then it'll go severed arm, and then I'll be like, whoa. That's kind of my reaction to the book right now, I guess. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep rambling on, and I'm like procrastinating. I know. I am a class act procrastinator for sure. So, all right, I'm gonna go. See you next clip. I have to do like an at-home experiment for one of my classes, and it's due in 6 hours. I had to conduct this experiment and then write this like 2-page report and add all these pictures and jazz it up and stuff. I honestly haven't been able to get to it until literally just now. I'm not taking that many classes, but oh my god, they're overwhelming the workload because they are so terrified of the students cheating, and it's just a little, like, it seems realistic. It's like, oh, you have all this extra time to study, but then it's like, very overwhelming. Been crazy on top of the puppies, on top of the videos, and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna do this experiment. Hopefully I can get it done before midnight, because that's when it's due. The last lab report that I did for them, I did for this class, took me so incredibly long to do, so I'm a little concerned. All right, so I'm pretty much finished with this experiment. It was pretty straightforward, but like so messy. Ugh! The experiment itself is easy, and I just found out that I could have used a Sharpie, which I had right here the whole time. Basically, it's a chromatography experiment. If you want to know the purpose and all of that stuff, please look on YouTube or somewhere else, because I am nowhere near smart enough to explain the properties and all that jargon, fun stuff. What I did was, and this is all very finessed because this experiment was curated for home isolation, which is why we're doing it. But pretty straightforward. It was, you just take a piece of paper, you use a marker or food dye, which exploded in my cabinet God knows how long ago, because I don't even remember what the heck I needed green food dye for. But anyway, you put a little dot at the bottom, and I don't even have tape. I used a Band-Aid. Look at that. I'm MacGrubered. Is it MacGruber? MacGyvered my way through this. You just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol at the bottom, and you wait for it to separate. I'm sure you've done this probably like in the first grade. I am in my 20s doing this, and yeah, I don't have much more to say about that. I had to do this over and over and over before I finally got decent results, but yeah. Alright, I'm gonna pull this out and then finish with my data, all that smart stuff. And that's it for me for this video. Like and subscribe. See you next time.